Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So, this episode was something. I don't even know where to begin. You know what? Let's start with Dante. So, Dante is still suffering from PTSD. The doctor comes in and pretty much just kind of lays it out for him. If you don't start to show like you're trying to get better, then they're just going to keep you here forever. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Dante's like, I'm fine with that, because at this point he still feels like he's a danger to his family, and he just feels like he's beyond help. He doesn't want a chance, he doesn't want to take that chance. So that's pretty much what goes on throughout the entire episode, right up into the end. Now, just a little backstory. The first time that Dante or his character left, I wasn't really happy with it. I wasn't happy with the way that they showed how he left. Like, it just seemed like it came out of nowhere, and like the whole story just seemed like it just came out of nowhere. And just the way that they sent him off, I don't know. I didn't like it. I felt like he deserved better for being on there for so long. Hell, if I'm gonna be honest, I felt like Nathan got a better send-off than Luke did. And that's saying something. But, yeah, I was never really happy with the way that he left. And I'm glad that he's back. But, yeah, this entire episode is just him talking to the doctor about how he's a danger to his family, and he doesn't feel like he has a ticking time bomb in his head. And he's just like, I'm good. You know what? Let's talk about Maxie for a minute, because Jesus fucking Christ. It was like, did she just wake up on the wrong side of bed or something? I'm trying to understand where this whole attitude just came from. And I'm trying not to use the B word, but like, I get that. Okay, so first Valentine comes in and she acts, fucking, I'm just gonna sit there and say, she acts like a bitch to him. And I'm like, I get it to a certain extent, but like, besides Lulu, you don't really seem like he's giving you that much issues. So I don't understand what her problem is. On top of that, may I remind you that he is the reason why deception is there. He's the reason why you actually have a job. And I feel like sometimes that she just fucking forgets that shit. And then I don't even know how to say. And then Brooklyn comes in. The reason why I'm sitting there saying it like that is because when she walked in, when this person walked in, and it was like, the role of Brooklyn would be played today, I was like, what? What is, okay. I just found that shit funny as hell. But truth be told, she actually did do a good job. Yeah, she actually did do a good job. Besides the fact that just the way she just came in with the smirk on her face, and I was like, who is this chick? Besides that, she actually did a good job. So now Maxie decides to be a bitch to her, and it's just being really like, I don't know, diva attitude, and it was so bad. Here's the thing, you know something's bad when Lucy Coe is the voice of reason. And she pulled her out there and she was like, yo, listen, I don't give a damn what issues you have between y'all, but like, remember something. He's the reason why we actually, have a job. And she's a good business decision. And hell, let's be clear about this shit. If it wasn't for Lulu, she would have already saw that. So this whole thing is about Maxie putting her personal life ahead of her business. And when Lucy, when she talked to, so many fucking names. When Lucy talked to Lulu, she was like, Maxie had your back to the point that we could have nearly lost the company. And Lulu doesn't say anything about that. It's almost like it just goes over her head. Like, the fact that Lucy is pretty much telling her, hey, listen, by the way, we could have lost our jobs because of your friendship, because of her friendship with you. Just went right over her fucking head. Just amazing. Oh, okay. So Carly is not there talking to, Sam. And there's one part that just, it makes me smirk, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? So Sam talks about pretty much how she felt bad for the way she handled the whole Silo situation, the fact that she ran in first, and pretty much what it came down to is, and I know I'm gonna probably sound like a dick for saying this shit, but in a lot of ways, she pretty much said that she missed the person she used to be, the person that would run into danger and, be the girl on the back of the motorcycle, as she so puts it. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, so, you mean the fun version of you before whatever version of you is now? The one that pretty much kind of like argues and, with your sister and pretty much causes your mother to drink. You mean that version? Yeah, no, I'd rather the other version. And yes, I get it. I totally get it. When you're a parent, things change, priorities, I get it. But, I don't know. It just, when she said that, I was like, yeah, okay. And then Carly's like, oh yeah, I get it, yada yada yada, I put my children first. I was like, really? I mean, I almost, honestly tell you, that's when I did laugh, and I stood there and I was like, you put your children first? Nothing about that sentence made any fucking sense. And as much as I like Carly, I was like, wow, you put your children first. Are you fucking kidding me? Michael being shot because, you just love to be with Sonny. And, Morgan. Hell, how many times didn't Michael get kidnapped at one point? Michael and Christina get kidnapped? But somehow, you're going to sit there and tell me that you put your children first. Oh, okay. But then she's sitting there talking about with Donna. I was like, oh, with Donna. Oh, okay. But Jocelyn, Michael, and whatever. It just, like, wow. And I can pretty much kind of go on and on and on with that. But, like, I just like, wow, okay. Anyway, Sam was pretty much happy that Carly had power of attorney because in case something happens to Jason, she doesn't have to make that choice. And they kept foreshadowing like a motherfucker. Because at the end of that episode, you see Jason lying on the side of the road with the motorcycle just tipped over. Now, prior to that, and granted everyone's going to sit there and come to conclusions, but Jason came to Brando's shop. This is after Lulu and Cyrus was having some sort of ominous conversation. Jason came there and Brando was like, hey, listen, I know you like to technically fix your bike, you like to work on your parts and everything like that, but, I couldn't help myself. You couldn't help yourself? Bro, I'm pretty sure he pretty much told you that he likes to work on his own bike and he just ordered the part for you. So, like, what part did you understand? Did you not understand about that? Anyway, he said he fixed the bike and he was happy to do it and he didn't charge him since he already paid for the parts, or the part. And, they have a conversation about Cyrus and then he leaves. And now he is lying on the side of the road unconscious. So, yeah. Funny, because Cyrus was just sitting there talking to Brando before Jason came in. So, yeah. TJ and Curtis had a conversation about, they had a conversation. It was an important conversation. It was more about, like, life and balance and working and stuff like that, because he felt like TJ was pushing himself too far, and that he was going to burn himself out, between trying to be super boyfriend and super, med student, that he was going to burn himself out, because Curtis came there to take him to lunch. And TJ was like, yeah, I can't really do it. And granted, this is like the 4th or 5th time that he blew him off, so yeah. Jason had an interesting conversation with Jordan, and even though that she was somewhat rude to goodness, it's amazing. I used to know these names on the top of my head. Chase. Even though she was rude to Chase about procedure and stuff like that, they had a good conversation, and Jason pretty much just kind of gave her all the answers, as far as like just playing along with Cyrus, and just kind of just keeping your head low until we can come up with a way to take him out. Jordan was like, it's too bad that you work for Sonny, because you'd be a great cop. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, can you imagine him actually being a fucking cop? The crazy thing is, he would still be a badass no matter what. Except for if he was a doctor. That's just my personal take on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. I think I actually covered everything. Oh, Sasha and Chase talked for a little bit about their plan of, that I'm not gonna even sit there and say it's a dumb plan, but it's just one of those plans where it's like, they act like they were together to, okay, you know what? For new people, how do I sit there and say this? Chase and Sasha were dating Michael and Willow. They needed custody. Well, Michael was fighting for custody, and another drink. Michael needed custody of Wiley because Nell is just a crazy bitch. And so everyone thought that the best way to get custody was to get marriage. But Sasha just has a very sort of past, and Willow is like, the perfect angel. So, Chase and Sasha cooked up this plan to fake, them cheating, like them hooking up or whatever, so that way the respective two can break up with them and be married. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could have probably did a better job, but yeah. So, anyway, they talked a little bit or whatever, and it was like, pretty much they were just hoping that this plan worked out, because I think Sasha asked Chase, did you hear anything about the court case yet? So, they just really hope that this whole plan works, because, having broken hearts and being sad and stuff like that, and just diving into work, head first, it's like, man, I hope it's worth it at this point. So yeah, and that's actually the end of my review. So, I'm going to say it on here first, but then I'll probably make a bigger announcement. So, I have decided to just stick with one soap opera, because here's the thing, and I know I'm going to make a separate video about this, but here's the thing though, it's the scheduling between my... Here's the thing, if I was a full-time YouTuber or a full-time creator, and, you know, I could just wake up or whatever, then just, like, you know, wake up, have some breakfast, watch some soap operas, do some reviews, whatever, fine. But I don't, like, it's starting to become a lot. And the thing is that I don't want, not, I guess maybe fear of me burning out a little bit. I'm pretty sure I can keep doing it, but I don't want people to have to sit there and wait for my reviews to come out so late. I mean, shit, it's like fucking 10 o'clock, you know? It's 10 o'clock. And it's, you know, it's practically 3 to 3 hours and a half between each soap opera followed by the review. That's like maybe, you know, 10 to 20 minutes now. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't want to feel like, I don't want my work to suffer. Here's the thing, and it sounds funny saying work, but, I'm not actually crying, I'm just fucking, like, tired from work and shit. But, I don't want my content to suffer. You know, I felt like when I was doing my days yesterday, I didn't even eat. Like, the idea was that I was gonna eat and then do my review afterwards or whatever, but since I didn't want to delay my review, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, power right on through it. And, I did it, and I felt like it could have been better than what it was. And I don't want to ever actually do a video where I'm just doing a video just to do a video. Yeah, I enjoy the review on days as far as just talking about it or whatever, but, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I probably would enjoy eating first and then doing my review. It's not like I, like, starved myself all day or whatever, but, I was actually pretty hungry by the time I got through my second review, and I was like, you know what, I don't want my review to come out later, and I just didn't want it to be delayed. And if I'm going to be really honest, the reason why I started watching Days was because GH was off. It was off. So I was like, you know what, I really like talking about soap operas, I like talking to other fans about soap operas and stuff like that, and, you know, like, you know, let's give Days a chance. Because I know someone who likes Days, and it's not, you know, it wasn't terrible or anything like that. But trying to do Days, even, and I thought about it too, I was like, you know what, listen, I could just probably do General and Bold and Beautiful, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather do one review very well than to do 3 reviews that's just, like, kind of half-assed. And I know somebody was sitting there saying, you know, the minute GH comes back, you're going to sit there and pretty much dump us. And that was not, well, to be honest, that was kind of the original plan. But then I started actually liking Days. And so, yeah. But I'm going to probably do, and I thought about it too, because I know Days is actually going to be ending for a while because of the whole, they're taking a break because of the pandemic and stuff like that. But I was like, listen, I can't sit there and try to do 3 hours of soap operas and reviews 5 days a week. I would love to do it. Don't get me wrong. If this was just like I just woke up in the morning, had some breakfast, you know, went on YouTube for a little bit, and then did my reviews, that would have been fucking great. You know? I can enjoy doing that on my days off. But when I'm working till like maybe 4 or 6 or whatever, it's like, yo, I'm not thinking trying to put out a review mad late and have people watch it really late and stuff like that. And, like, I'm not gonna do that to the people who watch my content. That's number one. And I'm not gonna do that to myself because I don't want to burn myself out and just have my reviews just suck. So, yeah. I'm gonna probably do all 3 of those tomorrow, including GH. But going forward, yeah, it's gonna be GH, and I hope people actually stick around to watch my GH videos. I know that there's some people that watch days and stuff like that, and it sucks to not watch days because it's, in some ways it's actually getting good, but in other ways I'm like, it's a lot. It's a lot, because I've been working a lot more, so yeah. But I'm gonna do a video that's just gonna like really kind of go into it. But I want to tell the people who are watching this video, yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of bad because I know there's a couple people that do like watching my day's reviews, and I enjoy doing them, but I don't want it to feel like it's a chore, you know? Like I'm rushing home so I can sit there and do, it's like I don't want to feel like I'm doing that, you know? Because this is fun. I enjoy doing this because it's fun. And I want to keep it fun, and I want to keep it fresh, and I don't want, again, the content to suck because I'm trying to just like throw out a review to throw out a review, you know? I'm not going to sit there and half-ass it, and people take time to sub and watch my channel, and I'm not doing that to anyone. Yeah. So anyway, have a good day or good night. Depending on when you're watching this, be safe, and I will catch you in the next review.